Hey guys, Wrenchy Allen here for some more attribute training. Let's go! So I don't know about you guys, but I feel like there's plenty of times where I've been sparring, but I feel like I just can't get a hit in on the other person. Or maybe you feel like you're just getting clobbered and they're just being able to rain on you. Today's drill is going to help us learn how to become that guy. We're going to embrace something today called the infinity combo. This is the combo that I've made up, and it's really helped me and a couple of my students develop some new angles, new speeds, and new techniques for some live sparring training. So let's see what it looks like. So as you can see, the infinity combo looks like a lot, yeah, for sure. But it kind of helps us meld together some really important concepts that allow me to start landing strikes when I'm sparring. Concept number 1, change the strike. If I'm always throwing jabs, and that's all I know, and that's all I throw, I'm going to get what I call block and popped. Number 2, we're going to change the elevation of a strike. So if I'm always aiming to the head, well, of course, that's what they're going to defend. And yet again, I get block and popped. So even if I was just throwing jabs, I can throw them high, I can throw them low. It becomes less predictable where I'm going to be. Now we're going to change the angle of the strike. So if I'm always just throwing straight punches, even if it's high and low, an intelligent individual will just simply protect their center line. And then again, I get block and popped. So now I incorporate my hook punches, my uppercuts, my over-the-hand strikes, and now they get block and popped. So we're going to break this down real quick. So we're going to break this down into 3 different sets, then we're going to combine them together, and in between each set we're going to have a little calisthenic challenge. Set number 1 is going to be a high jab, low jab, cross. High jab, low jab, cross. So remember that wrist rotation is very important. It's going to give me more boom, inertia. Yeah, use that in context. What it means is I'm going to get a little bit more energy and a little bit more momentum on my strike, and therefore, more power. Remember, we're going to do this on both sides, so you don't necessarily need to mirror me unless you want to. So I have my hand up, I shuffle forward, I'm going to do my jab with that wrist rotation, pull it back, jab low, and then I twist my body and do that cross. Remember, really sink down into that stance. I'm in a nice horse stance right now. Let your legs work with you. And then, of course, I do the same thing on the other side. Remember, I should be mixing up the strikes, so I should be going high, low, middle. High, low, middle. High, low, middle. Now, when it comes to set 1, here's a little bit of a drill for you. You might need a pad if you have one. You can also use a pillow as well. You might need a little bit of space. I'm going to basically go into my stance. I'm going to take my non-punching hand. I'm going to hold my pillow. I'm going to toss it up. I'm going to try to tap the pad 2 times before it hits the floor. Make sure you do both sides. Remember, the headbutt's not in the combo, but it's fun. So now that we've gotten set 1 down, guys, we're going to drop down. We're going to do a 20-second set of push-ups. Remember to keep your hands directly underneath your shoulders. Keep your back as straight as possible and bend down at your elbows, not with your neck. Set 2 now is going to be a hook cross, and the same principle is going to apply as set 1. My front hand is going to be the one that's throwing the hook, so I'm going to twist that elbow out at the last second, and I don't care if you have your hands like this or my hands like this, I really don't. But what you don't want to do is hit with these knuckles. I think it's heavily ironic that the same fingers that make peace are the knuckles that we want to hit with, so the same rule is going to apply with our hook punch. I take my front hand, I load up slightly, I go hook punch to the body, I load up again, hook punch to the head, and then I'm going to do my cross. Then, of course, I can do the same thing on the other side. Hey, Wrenchy.
Huh?
Red coat Wrenchy.
Other me has another concept to add for you guys.
Thanks. So a way to think about a hook punch, guys, is we think about a rock attached to a rope. Instead of a rock on the end of the rope, I have a pad at the end of a belt. Notice how when I'm about to do the throw, my hips are going to move first, the rope is going to move second, and the pad moves last. So to apply this to my hook punch, let me show you what I mean. My hips are going to move first. The next thing that's going to move is going to be my arm, and the last thing that's going to come into contact is that knuckle. Make sure you practice it on both sides. Load up. Load up. This rock on a rope trick was single-handedly the thing that transformed my hook punches for me personally, so I hope it is useful for you as well.
And a great point he has. Man, but he rambles a lot, doesn't he? So now we're going to go into a little bit of burpees. We're going to do a 20-second round of burpees. Starting in, I don't know, now.
Remember to jump with a nice tall straight back, squat down, put your feet out behind you, and try to get your belly button to touch the floor before you bring your knees back in.
Now we're going to get into set 3, which is basically a rinse-repeat motion of what we call a switch punch. My fellow demo team people might recognize this move, where I have my left foot in front and my right hand out, and I simply switch my hand and switch my feet. Switch my hand, switch my feet. Switch my hand, switch my feet. If you know striders, you know this too. Combative epic striders much wow. But now instead of switching at the same time as I punch, I'm going to step away as my cover hand comes back, and I step forward and I punch again. So I step back, step forward, step back, step forward, step back, step forward, step back, forward. We're about ready to put it together, but not until we've done 20 seconds worth of lemon squeezers. Go. Now.
Remember, when your shoulders come up, your knees come up at the same time, and when you lay back down flat, your shoulders should be maybe an inch off the ground as well as your heels. Don't forget to do regular sit-ups if you feel the need to modify.
Well, if you're not out of breath at this point, you might need to try harder. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow you guys to put this whole combination together. We're going to go in the same order we just did. We're going to go set 1, set 2, set 3, and then we'll switch stances and do set 1, set 2, set 3 on the other side. Hopefully you're picking up what I'm putting down. Hope you're catching what I'm throwing up. Hope you're hearing what I'm yelling at you. Hope you're smelling what I'm stepping in. Sorry, that last one was gross, but maybe you get the idea still. So I'm going to take you out to the other version of me, and we're going to take this and put it together. Let's go!
So I start with my jab high. Bring it back, jab low. Cross. Load it up, hook low. Load up, hook high. Cross. Now I'm going to step back. Step forward. Cross. Bring that hand back. Now my right foot's in front. Now I do it on the other side. So I jab high. Bring it back, jab low. Cross. Bring it back, hook low. Load up, hook high. And cross. Switch. Cross. Now I'm back to where I started. So I jab high. Jab low. Cross. Load up, hook low. Load up, hook high. Cross. I step back. I step forward, cross. Now I'm on the other side yet again. Jab high. Jab low. Cross. Hook low. Hook high. Cross. Switch, cross. And I would rinse, repeat from there. Now, I might not be as wise and all-powerful as Redcoat Wrenchy, but definitely something that's really cool to do is now I can change the angles of the strikes to my choice. Now I make it my infinity combo. So maybe I want to keep the jabs and the hooks consistent. Maybe I always want to go high, low, cross, high, low, cross. That's okay. Maybe I always want to go low, high, cross. Low, high, cross. That's okay too.
Maybe when I do my switch cross, I want to keep it high. That's okay too. Maybe if I want to keep it low, that's okay too. It's kind of your game, people. I mean, it's whatever you want to make it. So now basically, I have some time to play.
Bam! Excellent job, everybody. Give yourself a round of applause. If you're not clapping, you're not doing it right. Come on. So just to recap, we did our move called the Infinity Combo, and this addressed a couple of different things. We talked about the importance of switching up the height of my strikes, switching up the target of my strikes, switching up the rhythm of my strikes, and switching up the weapon that I choose to strike with, aka using a different limb on my body to strike a part of them. We add this to the head movement and the body movement drills we have done in the past, and your skills will be legendary! So continue practicing the Infinity Combo, guys, and don't forget, reach out to your instructors at your academy if you have any questions, and I look forward to hearing some great feedback from you guys about how this Infinity Combo works in your sparring rounds. Oos! Thank you very much for your time today, guys. I cannot wait to personally receive an Infinity Combo from you when we spar next time. Take it easy, be chill, be well, and have a good one, my friends. Bam!